Meet CookFi. CookFi is the first ever fully autonomous trading agent. All other trading agents that we know of require the user to prompt them to make trades. That is not autonomous. CookFi uses data streams from across Web3 to make up its own opinion on what tokens it should buy. Then it executes trades on Solana and Base. So far, it's made over 6,000 trades in the past 5 days since it went live. Now, let's take a look at the tech.
Hi everyone. I worked on the technical part of the agents, and I'm going to show you how it works behind the scene. Let's first give you like the big picture and how is it architected. So we are using the Eliza OS framework, and so we are joining like the main piece of it, like the RAG, the characters files, and the memory. We are using also some external plugin and open source plugin. The main one from the MVP, the Solana Agent Kit, which allows us to trade live on Solana. But we plan in the future to integrate like the lit plugin for the security of private key, and also the EVM to interact also on multi-chain. And then the main thing we develop is actually our own plugin, and this plugin comes with a lot of things, a lot of services first to interact with all our data provider, which will help the agents taking decision. We develop our own action, which allow the agents to alone and autonomously to trade and in the future do DeFi. And the agent is also social, so he is able to connect and to tweet about what he's actually doing. We built also our own workflow system. The first workflow that we implemented is the autonomous trading. This one comes with few parts. The first one is data gathering. Basically, we are using first our partner Top Wallet to get the trending alert about what token are currently traded by the Top Wallet on Solana and by the top KOLs on Solana. With that, if we see that there is a token that is traded by more than one person, the agents actually decide to go deeper and to do an analysis. The agents will do this analysis based on two things. First, the social information. So for that, you will use cookie.fun to get the top trendings, tweets about the token, and the agents will then try to understand what are the sentiment around it, and if people are talking more deeply about the token, etc. And in the same time, the agents will connect with Tech Screener and with Morales API to get more data around the volume, the liquidity, the orders, etc., etc. This helps us to build like a scoring system that will also help the next steps of the decision making to decide is it good to buy. And if we already hold it, do we keep holding it or do we take some profits? With that, the agent and the LLM will show a confidence score, and based on this confidence score, we're gonna then take action. Action are then like the on-chain action on doing like some trades. For that, like we are using for now Solana, and we started implementing some EVM also interaction on Base. And the final step for the agent is basically to tweet about it and to say, okay, I just ape into that, do your own research, of course, but this is what I'm doing and why. And also one of the more long-term vision is to allow it to do also some DeFi. So it's based on the same workflow, but at the end, it can choose to lend, to stack, depending on how the APY evolve on different token. So the important thing for us was to have something live on mainnet at the end of the hackathon. And that's what we did. So our agent is live trading since less than a week now. He already made like hundreds, even thousands of trades. Of course, there is good and bad trades, but what we are seeing is that the agent is able to ape on the most trading token on the moment, like Haribo's, where our agents actually made like good profits on that, like 400% ROI. That's something actually that we have that have been analyzed by one of our partner, and you can see here that the point of entry of our agent is here around like 8 millions of market cap, and he started selling a big part of it at 28 millions. So everything is public, like the trades are here. We can even go to the analytics and see, okay, the agent someday make profit, someday not, but we are still placed for progress, of course, here, but that's what we want also to do. And you can see that the agent is is integrating with like all the top tools on Solana, so Radium, Jupyter, Metera. You can do also pump down fund if it requires. So now let me show you like the AI agents live. So here is our server on production. I just opened the logs, which are basically all the thoughts of the AI agents and the steps he made. I focus on the same token like I was talking. So Harry Balls, the agents actually like traded several times. So he buys several times, sells several times, makes different kind of profit with it. And here we see like one of the sale he made. So the agents recommended to sell is confident that 89%. He's calculating his ROI more than 200. He's actually telling us that it's meeting the threshold. Why? Because we actually got like a lot of configuration possible on the agents, and this config allow anyone who wants to run in to say, okay, at this point I want to take profit. At this point I want to stop loss. If the volume of a token is not as much, I don't want to hype, and all kind of condition like that and strategies that could be interesting to apply. What we want also more long term is to have like a multi-strategy system where you can define like something more risky with different setup for the volume. So for the market cap you want to get it, for the amount you want to get in based on this strategy. And like that, you can have like a portfolio with different strategies allocation based on it. So yeah, here is also talking about risk and opportunities you see with that. You can see that here there is an hodl instruction. So here we have done 40%. We don't want to get lost below 50%. So it's suggesting to keep doing it. Here, for example, you see another log like with a recommendation to buy, but the confidence level is 70. And we are also in the configuration a way to say, don't buy or don't do the action if you are actually less confident about this amount. So here, even if the recommendation is that, we will not execute this one. And you got another type of recommendation, which is like holding. So here we put it as like stop loss at 50%, but the current ROI is minus 40. So is keeping his position here. You can see that live also is doing other stuff now. We have a wall documentation explaining some of the stuff, some of the safety limits we have here, and also the interval. So how often the agents will want to execute some trades and to check for the market. So yeah, we build our own plugin using Eliza. So this comes with a lot of services like I display in the architecture. This comes with action, which means basically you can also talk to the agent directly. For now, we only do that for the tweet analysis. So for example, can you analyze tweet about Harry Balls? And here you're gonna check and do a trend analysis. And so because the context of why this token was launched, because Elon Musk changed his name, and how he got that is because like he checked all the tweets talking about it, and he can give us like some insight about what he read and even some top tweets. So it's not perfectly formatted, but just to show like the kind of data he also have in mind. So for example, this guy tweeted 4 hours ago and he got this amount of engagement, the number of retweets, the number of reply. Also with this data, we are building our own scoring system to try to give more context of what is important, like how do we weight a like, how do we weight a reply, etc. And it's also like analyzing the content of it to see if there is some trending and some sentiment you need to know. And yeah, like I said, also the agent's got his own Twitter. So it's this one, CookFi agent, and it's basically like tweeting about what he did. So for example, for Harry Balls again, like, okay, he just cashed out. He cashed out with some profit. For now, we have a simple template for the tweet. We are not mentioning like numbers and stuff like that, but that's definitely something we want to do. And he's also tweeting when he jump on a new token. And yeah, I think that's basically it for the social parts.
Want to learn more about CookFi and Fork the Code? You can access the GitHub repo and engage with the agent at cookfi.tech.